The range function, which makes a series of integers. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But we want it to be inclusive of 5, then we have to increase that by 1. And that gives us 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if we set n to 5, then we can do to n plus 1. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we do for I in range, total plus equals I. So we can add I to the total. And that gives us a total of 15. Do it as a function. We do work 5. That gives us 15. 100 gets us 50, 50. 100,000, 100 million, 100 billion. And that takes some time. So we're not going to sit around and wait for that. We can implement the function a different way. So instead of going through all the numbers, we'll do n times n plus 1 divided by 2. And we'll do work 5, gives us 15 again. And then when we do the 100 billion, it answers instantly. Oh, gosh, skill issue again. Get my giant head out of the way. 100 billion instantly. 100 trillion instantly. 100 gazillion instantly. I don't know any numbers after that. 100 quadrillion, quintillion, sextillion, septillion, octillion. Alright, well, a bigger number as you can type, it makes no difference. This version of it has what we call big O n complexity. Every time we increase n, we use more memory and more time to calculate the total. Whereas with this second version, it's big O1 complexity. As n increases, it doesn't increase the time or memory in any significant fashion. So why is this equal to this? That's what I'm going to explain. The story goes that when Gauss was at primary school, his teacher wanted to keep the class busy, so he told them to add up all the numbers from 1 to 100. The teacher expected this to take an hour, but Gauss raised his hand instantly with the answer 5,050. There's an article here by somebody trying to figure out if it's apocryphal or it's a real story. Here's a nice painting saying, it says here, add the numbers from 1 to 100 on the blackboard, and then there are other boys that are busy doing it, and then Gauss has come to the front. He's already got the answer. Gauss doesn't need to work them out. He understands the pattern. So say we have numbers written out. Let's just keep it simple. We'll have 0 to 5. We can add them up. 0 plus 1 is 1. Add 2 is 3. Add 3 is 6. Add 4 is 10. Add 5 is 15. And that works well for this. But once you have millions, it gets a bit boring. But if we fold the paper in half, we can see they kind of match. 5 is touching 0, 4 is touching 1, and then 2 is touching 3. So 5 plus 0 is 5, 1 plus 4 is 5, and 2 plus 3 is 5. So we actually have another way of doing it. Instead of adding it all the way across, we can go, so instead of going 0 plus 1 is 1, plus 2 is 3, plus 3 is 6, plus 4 is 10, plus 5 is 15. Instead of doing that, we can see it as 3 sums, right? 3 pairs. And then we can make it even simpler and say 5 is n plus n plus 1, so that's 6. So 6 times 5 is 30, and because they're pairs, we divide them by 2. So 6 times 5 is 30, divided by 2 is 15. Maybe it makes it simpler if I rearrange the algorithm slightly. So let's say we have n plus 1 numbers, right? So if we got to add, we always add the 1 back in. So we have n plus 1 numbers because we've got the 0. So we've got 6 numbers here, right? And then it's pairs, right? It's pairs. We're folding it. It's pairs. So we've got half because we've their pairs. So we've got 6 divided by 2. That gives us 3. And we know that the answer to the sums is always n, which is 5. Gives us 15. So work 5 is 15, work 100 is 550. But we rearrange our algorithm to put the n on the left. That's the same, you see. And because we times these two things together, we can put the divide to anywhere. So we put it at the end, and we don't quite need so many brackets. So this is back to the canonical form. These two are the same, just rearranged. In Gauss's version, he started with 1 and all the way to 100. When we fold that, 1 plus 100 is 101, 2 plus 99 is 101, 3 plus 98 is 101. So every pair is identical, it's always 101. So he did 50 pairs times 101 gives him 5050. So I like to believe the Gauss story is true. Yeah, this historian has looked into it, and if you wanna believe, right, Mulder? It's kind of boring if it wasn't true, so let's believe it's true. The more interesting version is the best history, right? And the thing about maths is that you need something to remember it by. So remembering the story of Gauss at school is something that helps us remember this, because it's not the kind of thing that is easy to remember. Anyway, more videos coming on the theme of performance. If you liked it, please subscribe, like, comment, and now go code something.